How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Grid 2019. Let's just continue with the career, the very long career. I think I probably have to predict 1 week of, non-stop playing to, to beat the career, but it's fine. Because, for the time being, I really like the game. Oh, there's only one type of track. Well, this makes sense. In NASCAR, usually, well, you have like 4 or 5 models, but they tend to be the same stat-wise. Well, stat-wise. In real life, you wouldn't use the word stat. You will use the word...
Kristen, clue me in.
What word will you use?
What have our drivers got in store today?
Well, I guess performance. Yeah, they all have the same performance. Usually you do have a couple of different brands. Well, at least in the... I think in the top NASCAR category you have like the typical Ford Mustang, some Chevrolet, which I'm assuming is the Camaro, the Toyota. What Toyota was it? I don't remember. But yeah, you tend to have those things, but they are all very similar in terms of performance, right? So how is it going, Hehan? We have NASCAR trucks. Oof. I'm struggling a little bit to keep it in the... to keep it out of the green. But it's fine. I mean, so far, the handling of the cars doesn't really seem to be a big deal. Oh, wait, I just realized something. One of the options that I remove, one of the visual options that I remove, I'm assuming it's Racecraft. The one that tells you, when you get the points and all of that. It's the same one that also tells you if someone made you their nemesis. And apparently 2 people are my nemesis now. Okay, I think I will have to restart this one because that was a pretty bad start. In the Cup Series, there are 3 Mustang, Chevy, and Toyota. They have all the same performance. Yeah, that's what I remember. What I don't remember is what model the Toyota was. Like, the first thought that comes to my mind, obviously, is the Toyota Corolla, but... I mean, saying Toyota Corolla is very generic in itself. There are thousands of Corollas, all completely different, but I don't think it's Corolla. I think it's another model, but I can't remember which one it was. Then again, as you say, the performance is supposed to be the same, so whatever model it is non-important. Oof. Okay, was an interesting drift. And how many nemesis can I farm here? I'm farming many. Also, I'll read that in a bit. It's just that right now I cannot take my eyes off the screen, because if I do, I'm dead. This, it's not extremely hard to handle this car, well, this truck, I guess, but the thing is that the circuit in itself is what's hard. Like, when you combine these 2 things in one, it's an explosive combination. Without a doubt, pretty explosive even. Ah, fuck, this corner is kicking my ass so badly. That's a very hard corner. Well, I guess most of the corners are kicking my ass badly, really. And everyone is crashing against the wall here. Well, these things can definitely handle it, but not a good show if you ask me. Well, not like my dive bombs are a good show either. I will appreciate getting into the podium here. Okay. You just need to overtake the guy in front of you, Lars. No. Okay. Somehow... Okay, yeah. I guess it will have to be that way. Oof, this is pretty hard. Like, this third place was already quite painful to get. But yeah. The only difference is the aero, it's a bit different. The Ford tends to have less drag, the Toyota Camry more drag, and the Camry is in the middle. Okay, so the Toyota is the Camry. Rumor says Dodge is coming next year for Cup. I'm assuming it's the... Well, see, this is another problem that I personally have and I just can't get out of it. I keep confusing the Dodge Charger and the Dodge Challenger. And that's because they are both supposed to be like very like squarey looking cars. Oh wait, this was a single race. So you need to win here. Fuck, and I didn't win. How am I? Well, I guess I need to quali, guess. Without qualing, I don't think I can win this. Then again, I don't know if I can do a good quali time. Would be nice. Alright, hot lap qualifying. I say that I wouldn't qualify, but I think I need... Oh, it's only one lap? Really? Well, the other ones were all like 3 laps and shit. Okay. Wait, hold up, 51 seconds, are you for real? Like, didn't I get 1 minute before, like, while I was racing? What do you want me to do this in 50 seconds? Fuck. It is gonna be a problem. Well, the fact that it's 1 lap doesn't really matter, because, I mean, if you don't get the lap you want, you can just restart, so... Not like it being 3 suddenly makes it any worse. Alright, come on. You can do this. So I'm certainly not doing the corners properly. It's not easy, as I tell you. It's a hard track with a car that is not easy to handle. It's a dangerous combination. That was off track. I mean, makes sense. Just that I thought that the whole blue part of the piano was legal. It wasn't. Alright, well, good to know. I mean, I guess it's kinda obvious, but the thing about track limits is that you never really know them until you test them. Well, you know, I was gonna say something like it's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission, but that's not something that really works that way in real life, you know, like in racing. Like if you just, you know, go through the track limits, like whether you knew it or not, you're still getting penalized. Doesn't matter if it's your first time or if you were oblivious, you will get a penalty. But in video games, at least if you get the penalty, you can always restart. So in video games, I guess, try your luck until the game tells you no, you cannot do that. I don't think this qual is gonna make a difference. I'm most likely gonna be a second and a half behind, so that's probably the same as 14th place or whatever, if not worse. Nice, it's actually 14th place. Alright, that was pretty useful.
Everybody to today's event. Kristen, what are we in for
The
today?
Challenger is the flatter one and the Charger is Franklin's car. Problem is that I'm probably still not gonna remember, you know. But which one is it coming to NASCAR? Or is it one that is completely unrelated? Would be pretty funny to see a Dodge Viper, but no, obviously they wouldn't do that. I gotta... oh, fuck. I gotta believe it's one of those, right? I think that already this start is not gonna go anywhere. Like already this distance is very messed up. I don't think I can recover, unfortunately. Especially if I get a penalty.
Huge welcome from the team here
Alright,
at the Red World Series.
come on. I need to get a lucky start, like a start that makes me overtake multiple cars in quick succession, right?
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, I don't know how these guys did the quali. I think that there is a corner that I'm not getting here. There's something that I'm doing horribly slower than the rest. Fuck. I mean, the issue is that even if this is a relatively good position, I still have the problem of not being able to reach the first place. The first place seems to be pretty far. And without a decent quali, I don't think I can approach him, but I mean, this just mimics the bad quality that I got. The fact that, you know, they are simply faster once the initial commotion goes away. It's just a natural thing, but this ain't gonna be a victory. I wanna keep trying the quali. Like, if I want to win this, it has to be through the quali. Like, it cannot be through racing starting in 14th place. Now, how am I gonna do a good quali? I don't know. But I'll go until it happens. Doesn't matter how long it takes. I will win this one. It's definitely quite a rough introduction for this pickup trucks, right? I mean, and being 1 second behind is not an issue in itself. Because, I mean, 1 second behind is probably gonna be, what, 7th position, maybe? That's 12, that's not good. I guess we're gonna be hot lapping until it works. And it will work. I don't care, it will absolutely work. I think that this corner is the one that damns me to mediocrity. Oh, that wasn't outside, okay. him really 1 minute behind again. Like it's fine. Ooh, that also was not outside. Okay. That might be good enough at least to take the lead early. I hope. But I don't know if I can do the hot lap much better than that. Especially that ending. The fact that the game didn't count it as soft track is a miracle. But I can do this. Come on. I believe in the power of pickup trucks. Worry not. I think I don't care about upsetting my competitors. Okay. Yeah, that hot lap was what I needed. Now I just need to keep the lead, but... well, I haven't really had the situation where I had to defend the lead in this game yet. I mean, theoretically, yes, I've been in the lead and I had very close competitors trying to overtake, but I never really felt like I was about to lose the lead. Which makes me think that... Okay, that's an interesting move that the guy did. Okay, the AI might be aggressive after all. Oh, okay, that simply nullified the track time, but it wasn't a penalty. It's interesting that those two things can happen at the same time, right? Like, or rather, that can... Like, you can get your lap nullified, but you can still not get a penalty from it. It's a little bit weird, because on that specific one I certainly gain time, but the game doesn't seem to care. Because even if I disable some UI elements, the warning from cuts is... What the hell? Okay, the camera there did some weird shit. It's because the guy was pushing me, but I don't know why the camera did that. I guess it's because otherwise the other car will stay in the camera and it will block everything else. Will be. Hey, I'm winning this whether you like it or not. Mr. Green pickup truck. Oh, my nemesis is behind me. Should I be worried? Nah. You wouldn't dare. You will not dare. And you didn't dare. Whew. Team, that was a hard race to win. You know that it almost took 20 minutes for me to win this, and this was a short race. Like, it's a 3-minute race, but it was so hard to win. And you believe that. But yeah, I won, which is what matters. It was certainly some hard work in here. Okay, so next one is unlimited power. Okay, so by default you have a Lancer Evo, but you can pick between an RH7. Okay, I already know what I'm gonna pick. Also, then this Impreza seems pretty different than the rest, but yeah, I will go for the R32, obviously. I still don't understand why there is a different button to purchase stuff. I do want to change the livery if it's... Oh, maybe you cannot change it. At least it didn't look like I could change it. There wasn't a button that say that. That's weird. Yeah. Theoretically though, here it seems that the Lancer Evo is the one with the better stats, right?
So now we turn our attention to Kristen, our expert on all things motorsport, and our co-host. All right, we'll get back to that shortly because...
Oh, it's a time attack? Well, in that case, the car choice is even more important. Oh, shit. Okay. That was just a little push, okay? This track, hold up. This track, it wasn't this in Need for Speed Shift? I think it was. Like, I recognized it from there. I was about to say this was in the first grid game. No, this was in Need for Speed Shift. Shift 2 probably. I don't remember if it was in the first one. But well, then again, Shift 2 have all the tracks from 1, so... I didn't treat the front of my car very well here. I mean, it's all the fault of this moron ahead of me. Isn't this the Subaru, by the way? The one that has clearly lower stats than everyone else. So why are you even participating, bro? So 125 is one of the times someone said. Not sure how long it's gonna stay there, but... Okay, 124, almost 125. Wasn't that far, I guess. Some corners are not easy to do, well, like this one. Okay, that has to be a restart.
Hello, and thank you for joining us here at today's Grid World Series. Okay, hold on, sorry. It looks like things are about to get underway.
I didn't think I could get so much amusement from cutting an announcer, but... You know... Okay, that guy should... Probably should worry about myself. Okay, that corner is very fucked up. And I think I remember that also being the case for... well, Need for Speed Shift. Like, this was a messed up track. Though, in that game, I also remember that part with the bridge had some bumps that made it very hard to not destroy your car. Right here, my issue are not the bumps, but rather the corners in themselves. Okay. Come on. So what I'm seeing about that Subaru is that I think it does some corners well, but I think it has very bad brakes or something. Because it brakes a lot in some cases. But it also does some things way faster than I do, so maybe it just has a very good acceleration and absolutely atrocious brakes or something like that. Maybe. Or at least now he's out of the way. I think I have another one right in front of me anyways. Okay, that was the best lap somehow. Probably not gonna last long though. At least the good thing about this bridge is that it's a way to tell you to stop. You know? Like it's you might not have a very clear sign like there where you see the red and white arrows clearly showing you where to go, but you do have the gigantic bridge. Like essentially the idea is you see the bridge, like you see the start of the bridge, and that's where you need to brake. Okay, that was bad. I wasn't expecting a bounce like that. That's a shame. I hope that they still don't get a better lap than me, but wouldn't be surprising at this rate. Well, as long here as they don't get a better lap time, it doesn't matter how bad I do. And even if they beat my lap time, I just need to do a better third lap. Well, that Jorge Delgado guy got second. But like not by a lot, like by a very small amount of time, so I gotta be careful. I mean, if you wanna be safe that you're gonna win, you gotta, no matter what, do a better lap on this third one. Might still win without it, but way too risky. Okay. There's definitely some struggle going on in front of me. Like apparently someone is getting in the way. But which might also be the case why my lap time is so good, because I guess the other guys didn't have a good shot. That's still fine by me. That will be a better lap time. So that guy kinda made me waste a little bit of time at the end, but that works. Okay. So what else? Is it also in Shanghai? I think the two of them were in Shanghai. Okay, never mind, it's in Okutama. Fuck. Well, on the right side I don't necessarily need to win, but if it's not a second place, it's probably not gonna be good enough. Okay, this track has me by the balls. I really like the sunset tracks like this one. Pretty cool. It's just like the sunset effect. You know, in Grid Autosport, something that I felt is that even though the graphics were nice, they didn't really have anything, at least to me, that I look at them and I was like, wow, this looks breathtaking. But in this game with effects like this one, I can definitely say that it's a very nice looking effect. Oh, the guy in front of me is the one that is in second place. Well, I can assure you you're not gonna get first now. Also, I think I was very wrong about the car that was obstructing me in the first event. The Impreza is that one. I think it probably was the Honda, the one that was obstructing me. Most likely. Nice. But then again, the livery makes some of this look quite different from each other, because that one right next to me is also an Impreza, I think. So that was a very good, well, very good time, but the other guys were pretty close. Yeah, I think the guy that was slowing me down might have been the Honda Civic instead. I don't know, sometimes it's not easy to recognize the models. Yeah, that works. Then I really love the R32. Okay, what else do we have? Group 1 open. Oh, Group 1 is supposed to be the category in itself. So here... Oh yeah, this is the one that with the Ferrari. Yeah, I already did this one. So this was called Group 1. Sure. Well, this Ferrari was pretty fun to drive. Not to mention it looks pretty nice as well. And with the sunset as well. What a blessing.
Good luck, my friend.
Now, I don't think here we will need any quality to win this one, right? Because you might think after that pickup truck struggle that I might need to qualify, but no. Also, hey Yami, how is it going? Been a while since I seen you. Also, I think that you probably said it in a different language than English, right? Because here YouTube translated it to hello. But actually I could check. Oh no, I cannot check actually. This is one of those games that is very imperative with the cursor. You cannot put the cursor in the second monitor if you don't Alt-Tab. So yeah, I cannot hover over that message. But yeah. According to YouTube, you said hello. What was the original message? I don't know. Yeah. How you doing? How is life treating you? Shit. No, damn it. It's so easy to lose control there.
So here we are at Brands Hatch. Look, great race ahead.
And are you saying hello in different languages? Is that what you are doing? Huh. You found a new tool to troll?
Let's go. You've got this.
Hey, don't worry, you're not the first one though. Wasabi already beat you there. He speaks in French often and makes the YouTube translator work. Yeah. I mean, in my case, obviously I would like to disable that, but since I cannot disable it, it's okay. Well, you can also speak in French, actually. I know you can. I know you know French. It's not even Spanish. Or you say olamos. Well, what do you know? Maybe it means hello in another language. It could be. Yeah. Can also say bonjour. Well, that technically means like good day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you could probably use it interchangeably or something. Well, technically it's not day here, it's nighttime. Well, I don't know how to say good night in French. I know how to say it in Italian though. Yeah. Well, not like you could actually write it in chat, because even if you did, YouTube will translate it to English anyways, which will kinda render it useless. Yeah. YouTube translator is so unhinged. Ah, fuck me. Damn it, dude. I cannot avoid restarting this race. I just keep getting thrown out. Well, sometimes I throw myself out, to be fair. But yeah,
Have a good race.
the idea is that I was about to say that YouTube sometimes tries to translate the emotes. I mean, the funny thing is that it doesn't really translate them, it just keeps the original message intact, but it adds a little icon to the side of the message, as if it did translate it, but it didn't do shit. But yeah, just YouTube things, you know? It's a crazy platform doing crazy things. Oh, third place is going off. Mr. Corvette, sorry, but This one is mine to take. Alright, I need to do better. Every attempt so far has ended in a tragedy. And in almost every case it was for me. Well, in every case. Just that one of them involved another driver. It wasn't his fault. Alright. I think I should be able to win this one, assuming no accidents, of course. I feel confident. I feel confident that I can win this one. Just need to not fuck it up. Though that piano on that specific corner really wants to kill me every single time. Okay. Oof. Is that a Ferrari? Yeah, I think it is. It's as I say before, the liveries of the cars make them look like different cars, but this is the exact same car. The guy that is ahead of me and me, we have the same car. Just different colors. Well, different colors and different design on the stripes and shit, but you get the point. Okay. And now it's a matter of not dying. So I gotta say that so far this is my favorite category. Well, my favorite category and my favorite car. It really feels so good to drive. Feels fast and also feels like you're in control. Yes, I lost control multiple times. It wasn't because of the car. It was most of the times because of the piano, and one time because I crossed some other car in a bad way. But it's such a nice car. I wonder, well, first of all, I wonder if there are Le Mans prototype cars in this game. And if there are, how do they feel to drive? Got him. Okay, that was pretty cool. It's one of those things that I guess it's hard to represent with words. But this just feels very good. This car, I mean. Okay, so we're in the Shanghai thing with the messed up corners. I mean, you can already look at the overlay of the track and already see these corners are... Oh, and it's at rain time. That's a problem. Like, on a track like this and with rain, you're asking for a disaster, yeah. I do wonder how it will feel to control this thing when there is rain. Yeah, unfortunately, there's also the fact that so many of these guys are being slow. I just kind of have to... Oh, and that Porsche has seen better days. Is that a Porsche though? I think it is. I mean, it's so fucked on the rear that I have a hard time telling. I think it is a Porsche, right? It is. Has to be. Oh, my teammate is in first. Nice. You keep the lead going. I believe in you. That's the thing. I think that you can give orders to your teammate in this game like in the previous one, but I haven't really tried to do so because it doesn't seem like I need to. Okay. Come on. These are 3 laps, so enough time to reach the rest.
Going into lap 2.
Yeah, despite the rain, I mean, it was hard to tell before because of the... well, having every car so close to each other. But even with the rain, this car still handles pretty nicely. Which it's a very ironic thing to say after crashing against the wall at that speed. No, trust me, it feels great. Even if I'm bad. Also, my rear is about to come out. That's an issue.
Rein it in. You push them over the edge here.
What do you say? My teammate is here in second, though. The guy that is winning, is he... Wow, I fucked that up. Well, I gotta be thankful that my car didn't suffer any problems, but... That's the thing, like, you really have to try very hard to make your car brake. Because if even with that it didn't suffer anything, it's like... It's impossible to break it. Like, they are just unbreakable.
Maybe stay out of their path. Don't
Okay,
get
no.
taken out.
Oof, that was close. I think I'm not gonna reach the first place. There's just like multiple things keep happening that don't allow me to approach him. So yeah, that ain't possible. Well, that guy is out, but it's too late by now. Yeah, this is the final corner, and yeah. I mean, it is a shame that I crashed against that last time, because without that I would have won most likely, but not like it matters. Because I'll still win the championship, and by quite a lot. I think that those guys were also from the same team. Like, the guy that won on the previous race and the guy that won on this race were from the same team. And they also lost. Like, basically, they won and lost each race. That's pretty fucked up. Anyways. Barcelona Blast. It's a time attack. Oh, and with this thing... That's a problem. This is a very hard to control car, and this is also a hard track. Also, you know, yesterday...
Pleasure as always to be
Oh, it's 6 laps, really?
Okay, sorry. We are about to get started.
I was about to say, yesterday, you know that I say that this city is pronounced Barcelona, right? Well, that is if you're not from Spain. Like, if you should speak like any Latin American Spanish here, you will pronounce it like that. But in Spain, they will pronounce it Barcelona, right? Like, they will... That C is pronounced with, like, with your tongue hitting your teeth. So yeah, I apologize for that to any Spanish person that might be somehow watching. Yeah, my bad. I mispronounced this city very badly. It's fine. Wait, that was... no way. That was the best time. What is everyone else doing? Or maybe... hold up, I didn't realize that I already had done 2 laps by now. So it was probably the first lap that got me the top time and not whatever monstrosity I did on the second lap. Yeah, I gotta assume it's that. At least it seems that it's... like what I'm doing is more than good enough. Okay, at this point, I'm starting to think that even though I checked, like yesterday even, that, you know, like the difficulty settings having very hard preset, which means that you have full damages, I'm starting to doubt if the damage is even enabled. And how is it possible that with a crash like that I didn't get anything? Yes, I understand the game. Pretty funny. Or with that, you know, have the car completely flip and nothing happens. Hey, that doesn't seem pretty normal to me, you know. Like, that seems a little bit odd. Yeah, maybe this is like in Dark Souls 3. You know that in Dark Souls 3, well, in Dark Souls in general, there is an attribute called poise that is essentially what lets you... well, I guess I should explain. The more poise you have, the least they are gonna interrupt your actions when they attack you. Well, the thing is that in Dark Souls 3, poise, like, exists as a mechanic, but it's completely disabled. For what reason, I don't know. But yeah, essentially is what it's making me think that damage is in this game. Like, maybe damage is a mechanic, it's coded into the game, but it's disabled. And not disabled by the options or by the game itself, because otherwise I don't understand how it's possible. Okay, this thing keeps not unlocking. Well, it will unlock now. It says 5 touring car events, and this will be 5 indeed. Alright, let's do it. Oh, these are 4? Well, I think that this is the longest an event has been so far. Well, it is true that in many racing games, the longer you go on, the longer the events become, right? That's probably what's gonna happen here, which is gonna make a game that already looked long be even longer. Though I still stand by my prediction that the main career is gonna take a week to beat. Well, when I say to beat, I mean to complete, because if you wanted to beat, like, and only beat it as fast as you could just do
And here we are for the first round, Kristen. How you feeling about those?
Like, you needed to do 4 categories and you could ignore the rest. And well, that's the thing. The 4 categories you don't even need to do every single event, since like beating 1 event sometimes unlocks 2. So you could skip some of them if you wanted to. Oh, what the hell? Sorry. Well, considering that there are 4 of these races, if each one of them is inverted grid, then if I already don't have to worry about winning the championship when there's only 2 races, I think that here I should worry even less, probably. This doesn't look like it's gonna be a win. This looks like it's gonna be a third place at most. Third place is more than enough.
Final lap. Aim to break into the top 3.
Well, I mean, not really. Like, yes, I need to get into the top 3 at the end of the championship, but pretty sure that for a single race I could get last place and everything will be fine. Maybe. Will be interesting if it's not fine. You get less than third and it tells you restart and it doesn't give you the option to continue. It could be the case. I don't think that third place is actually gonna happen here. Well, in fact, it will not. Also, isn't this the same track that... Yeah, I think it is the same track as the first tutorial. Probably. Yeah, that wasn't very good, but we have many rounds. We don't need to worry. That result is temporary. I will end up winning.
With a beautiful and commanding view of the Pacific Ocean, here we are in
Yeah, that's right, San Francisco. Wait. Oh yeah, the Pacific Ocean. I was sorry, I got distracted. The Pacific Ocean is at the west of the USA. I also like how in multiple games San Francisco equals the Golden Gate Bridge. If it's not in the frame, it's like it's not San Francisco, right? It has to be there. Only this asshole in front of me didn't slow me down that much. So I'm starting to feel that this car is hard to handle. I mean, it shouldn't really be, but I guess it's because after testing that GT car, it's like everything else that is not as good as that just feels bad. That's a very high standard.
We're on the last lap. Let's make
And that guy got killed. Oh, sorry. Also, is this gonna be another fourth place? I mean, I don't particularly mind because I most likely will still be at the top of the leaderboard, but then it will be pretty sad to win a tournament without a single podium. I mean, it's already sad to win a tournament without a single win, but without a podium is... I can't believe I did that. Right at the end, I hate when that happens. When I crash right at the end and I'm forced to restart. That's so sad. At the same time, it was a bad result, but as I say, it wouldn't have been a result that would have compromised me anyway, so I would have taken it.
into lap 2.
Wait, I'm in 6th place? Oh yeah, I am. Sorry, I can't count. Oh, some cars kinda overlap. Like, the 2nd and 3rd place are overlapping a little bit. But not anymore, I guess, but... They were really going at it.
This is the last lap. Push up to the front.
I was saying that a finish without a podium will be pretty sad. Assuming I don't crash at the end again, this will be a podium at the very least. It won't be a win, because it's a pretty short version of the track. Yeah, I'll take the 2nd place. It's not that bad. Okay. Wait, the guy that is in 2nd place has earned 0 points. The guy that is in 2nd place in the tournament standings. This is what I mean, that it's not gonna be an issue.
Welcome everybody to today's event. Kristen, what are we in for today?
Okay, this one I definitely remember it from Grid 2. Well, the Grid 2 and the previous game. Seems like they are really proud of this track. Well, of this track and Okutama, I guess. I don't know if Okutama so far is the only one that's been in all the Grid games. Which makes sense since it's an original track and they don't need a license to use it, it's theirs. Yeah, so far I guess I haven't really seen any... Well, I mean, yes, there is Silverstone and Brands Hatch, but I haven't seen any of the typical super popular tracks. Like, I don't know if this game has a Spa, for example. Oh shit. Okay, I'll take that. Though everyone else is pretty far away. This might be another 4th place. And my teammate is also trying to take the lead. Well, I don't know if you get the lead or not, but if you can try slowing him down, that will help me. So I guess another reason why this tournament is 4 races and not less is that every race is quite short for the most part. At least relatively short.
Come on, let's gain some places.
So the podium is all close together here. That's precisely why I will most likely take the 4th place here. It's a shame, but yeah, I don't think I can do much better. You know, look at the podium from afar, guess you're not gonna be in it. Pretty shameful, yeah. Oh well. I wonder how the standings look here. Well, I'm still first, man, by a lot. That's because everyone behind just keeps changing positions. So yeah, it's not a problem whatsoever. Okay. And we are going to Cuba yet again.
And we're heading into the final round now, where it'll all be decided. Kristen, tell me what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get back to that.
This one says that it's... Well, again, all these places sound familiar to me precisely because, as I say, I know of people that went there. So when they say El Capitolio, yeah, it sounds, it rings a bell. Indeed. Well, and also here, regardless of how bad I drive, doesn't matter because of the gigantic point advantage I have. So not to worry. I mean, here I'm not even sure who is supposed to be my rival. I don't see anyone marked with orange. Well, I see someone marking red because it's the guy that I kept crashing against, but...
Listen, just stay out of their way. Let things cool down.
I think that I smell another fourth place. This has to have been my worst performance so far.
Final lap. Aim to break into the top three.
And as I said before, it doesn't matter at all, but yeah, pretty sad stuff. Okay, this one will be a third place. Well, I was thinking, you know, what I said about if there is someone that is very good at driving, they will probably get bored of this game because the very hard difficulty is something that for someone that can drive well, they will win very easily. But that's the thing. If you want to actually drive well and not crashing against anyone, I guess that's a way where it will be hard to win, probably. But in my case, I guess it doesn't matter. Still win. And my car has seen better days. I mistreated it a little bit, to be fair. Okay, so, well, that unlocks the invitational, but I'm gonna go here. We got a muscle cup. And I use this thing. So let's keep... Oh, wait, what happens if I do clean and respray? So, it doesn't really consume any money. Just happens. So that's all. I mean, why don't you do that by default? I guess maybe there is people that enjoy driving a car that looks like it's been thrown down the dumpster or something. Guess it makes it feel like it's more... It's a car with more experience, right? Probably. See if I can at least do better with this car than I did with the touring cars. At least so far it seems that I'm closer to the podium in a shorter amount of time, but
too.
Really enjoy the sound of that drift. Okay, I don't enjoy the sound of that crash though, or rather the crash itself. Damn it. Yeah, that's one of the things that makes me consider that maybe having the flashbacks will be nice, but if I do that, it will just basically trivialize the races even more. They are already quite trivial in themselves. Well, as you can see, it's not very trivial to win one race, but since most of these are not just one race, but rather multiple, it tends to just be easy to take the tournaments. I don't want to make it even easier than that, you know? This is not a good position to be in. Like, I mean on the left of those two guys. At least that guy is out, deservedly so. Well, not out of the race, but out of the picture. Oh, and that one is too, okay. Yeah, that's what I like to call karma. I mean, if there's anyone that is accumulating bad karma with each one of these races, it's me, but yeah, don't worry about it. Here, even if I might be doing better, it's still most likely not even gonna be a podium finish. That's rough. You can see that the podium is... Oh, what the fuck? Okay, forget about the podium. They survived that. I think they didn't dodge behind me, so they all slow down as a consequence. Well, too bad. Should have better reflexes.
This is the last lap. Push up to the front.
Yeah, you can forget about the podium though. I do wonder if in general the podium will be harder to attain. Because it went exactly like the previous one where the podium just ran away from me. And even if it won't matter point wise, if I get another race like that one with the NASCAR trucks, that one, yeah, you do need to actually win that race.
You might have pushed them too far.
You can say that I pushed them too far. Okay. Not exactly a good result, but it's fine. It's 3 races anyway, so oh, this is a hard track. So my car is already, it already has marks. Yeah, didn't treat it very well. I mean, I'm not treating my cars well at all. Treating them quite badly. What do you want me to do? You want me to drive well? Come on, you're asking too much. Alright, I could get 3rd place there just by murdering these guys from the inside. Now the question is that now that that guy in 1st is completely alone, will I be able to reach him? Because the only reason why I'm here is because everyone else just stayed close together and didn't do much, but that was very bad. Okay, that's fine. Still on the lead, but how long will I be able to give the lead?
Good start. Hold the lead.
Okay, that was a little... I mean, it's what I deserve, yes, but... pretty bold of you, CPU. I would have expected that that's how they act when they become a nemesis of you, but this guy is not even my nemesis and already wants me dead. I guess he saw what I was doing to the other guys and he didn't like it too much. Oh well. Too bad, I guess I'm winning right now, so... you wanna do something about it, you better hurry up. It is a very hard track, dude. Like, I don't know, like... when eventually there is a time attack here, because, I mean... statistically there will be a time attack in this race, in this track I mean. When that happens, I'm gonna get my ass kicked so badly. I really don't know how to do this track quickly. It's a very, very convoluted track. That's too long. Yeah, I don't think I did a single lap that wasn't horrible, but doesn't seem like it matters. Okay, so at this point, like, you could see again that the guy that was second in the standings, like when you see what his result was in that race, he was last. So that's what makes it completely free to win championships. But now that I think about it, that inverted grid is not based on the results of the previous race, it's based on the current tournament standings. Is that how it is? Because the guy that is marked in orange, which is the guy that got last place in the previous race, or well, if it wasn't last place, it was one of the last places, it like launched right ahead of me. And that wouldn't make sense, because he will need to launch in first or second place, right? So that means that it's an inverted grid taking into account the championship standings, and that makes it even easier for me. Because that makes sure that no matter what, whoever is ahead will launch back, like back of the pack. And with how the AI works, they cannot recover. So that's really a way to trivialize the difficulty quite a lot. So I guess the only events that are, or that have the possibility to actually be hard to win are like the ones that it's a single event, so you cannot rely on points, or the ones where you do time attacks. Time attacks do completely measure whoever is the fastest. So yeah, the rest of the events will just be free. So I also, even if they are free, it would be nice to not have this,
Oh, they won't be happy with that.
you know, these absolutely pathetic results, right? This 6th place is pretty bad. But might be bad, but it's enough to win. It's fine. And that's the thing, you win by a lot. Okay. So, you know, at this point, the money is clearly not an issue. I have 1,000,000 credits. Well, that VIP thing also makes it easier to get money, but the point is that there is no problem. Also, yeah, I guess this one I kind of want to change the livery again. I have new ones even. I'm not sure exactly how the unlocks work. I like this one, for example. Why not? Yeah. On to Sydney. Oh, that reminds me. Another track that I wonder if it's in the game is Mount Panorama.
How you feeling about this one? Oh, they ran off the track.
Maybe not. It was too expensive to get both Mount Panorama and Spa-Francorchamps. Also, this is a time attack, so if you were tired of my scrub behavior in those previous races, don't worry. Winning here requires skill from me, you know, just rely on points. You gotta rely on speed. Well, as it always should be. And this is not a track that I'm familiar with, so it will also be kinda hard to do. That is the best time. It also feels a little bit weird. These are so far, well, with the exception of that one car that's showing the invitational that was, I don't remember the name, but it was like a goofy looking car. That one was the slowest one, but this one is very slow as well. But it's supposed to be the tuner category. So these are essentially supposed to be... Well, I was gonna say they are supposed to be street cars that are simply tuned, but this one you can tell that it has the rear seats removed, so... Well, you can do that. That you can take a street car and do that yourself, but I'm not sure if that's what normally happens on, like, with street tuning, right? Like, you usually just leave the rear seats, especially if your idea is to show off and have your friends be in your car or whatever. Like, the best thing you can probably do is, you know, have multiple seats available. I'm not sure how tuning this tuning category is. Doesn't seem very tuning to me. Also, even if the lap time got invalidated, it doesn't matter, because my previous lap time is still super good. And yeah, if that one was valid, it will be 1 second faster. So you can see that there are some times that even with time attack they cannot do much. And this one is 4. Okay, so it seems that here the categories are bringing in their fast I mean their long events. See, this one I wouldn't call this fast at all. Also, I really like how Shanghai looks at night with all the crazy neon lights. Pretty cool. Oh, that reminds me. You know something that is not cool is the amount of space this game takes on my drive. Like, the install game is pretty much 80 gigabytes. That seems a little bit too much, don't you think? But that just tells you how absolutely bloated like modern games are. Yes, this game is from 2019, but the Grid 2 that released in 2013, and at least to my eye, like maybe I don't have the best vision possible, but to my eye, Grid 2 looks almost as good as this game, graphic-wise. And if I'm not mistaken, Grid 2 is like only like what, 10 gigabytes? So it's pretty fucked up to have all this bloat. I would assume that most of it comes from like ultra high definition, well, by that I mean 4K textures. Probably comes from there, but something that I wish that they had an option to not install those, right? Because I personally don't think I'll ever get a 4K monitor. Not because I can't afford it or anything like that, but because I just feel that it's so unnecessary. I mean, I could change my mind once I actually see them in action, but I feel like 1080p is more than enough. Why do you want more? I guess to watch movies it's pretty cool, but to play video games, well, unless the video games that you play are movie video games, like, you know, shit like Life is Strange or Detroit Become Human or whatever, right? For the kind of games that I play that tend to be reaction games, not so sure how having 4K will be useful. I guess it wouldn't be useful in itself. Like, it doesn't have to be useful, but I mean that it might even get in the way. Also, this is Sepang. It's the first time that Sepang shows up in the game, I think. So yeah, we are not free from Sepang after all. Though, you know, I personally didn't fully hate it, but it is true that it's kind of like a boring track, like many straights and then super sharp corners. I guess it all depends on what category is there. I will think that a category like this with relatively slow cars with an unimpressive acceleration, it will probably suffer more. Because yeah, you have big portions of the track that you take a while to get through. Yeah, maybe with faster cars it's better. Okay, so that's the first time that I don't get the lead in these time attacks. Well, and here, if a car has a better top speed, it's clearly gonna dominate. Because the straights are what matters the most. You gonna let me overtake? Yes, you will. He wasn't happy about that. Okay, that's... You know, the guy in third place has an interesting name. Toam Sato. The thing about Sato, especially written like that, that's a Japanese last name. But Toam is not a Japanese name at all. So maybe it's one of those... one of his parents was Japanese and married someone overseas. It's possible. See, like... Well, it could somehow be that Sato is not Japanese, but no, I'm pretty sure that's... Again, if it was just Sato without the... like that little line over the O, I will be like, whatever, but... That specific line, which kinda signifies that it's a longer O, as opposed to pronounce it Sato. Right, well, it doesn't sound that much different anyways, but point is that that's a very Japanese thing. Well, regardless, he's out of there anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But here I was not able to get the top time. And, well, I was pretty close on my previous lap, but not so close on this one, it seems. Yep. Oh, I actually got 3rd place. That still should be enough, right? Oh, there is still one more anyways. Though here, even though there's nothing close to inverted grid, the points of the guys behind me are very diverse. Okay, this is a little bit weird. Okay, this is even weirder now. So you're gonna make the full version of Okutama with these slow ass cars and in the middle of the rain. Really? Why do you think this is a good idea? This is not a good idea. Like, this is a horrible idea. To the point that I think retiring might be the best idea here. Since I'm probably gonna win anyways, but... Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I think here the best thing I can do is retire. In fact, wasn't the guy in 2nd place with 48 points? Well, 48, if he manages to win, it's 73 and I have 68 points, so he will win. Well, another thing that I don't know here is if you can get out from a time attack event and whatever your best time is will be registered, or if retiring means, you know, completely removing the participation. Okay, we can check. Well, no, here it wouldn't matter anyways because I didn't set any time. Okay, so see, that one wouldn't have been a good idea because someone tied. Though, see, here's the thing. What if you keep retrying? Well, by retrying I mean retiring. If you keep retiring until the results are on your favor, wouldn't that be funny? Though, if it's guaranteed whoever takes the lead, yeah. Well, this one it was someone different. This time it was someone different. Maybe what I should do is at least do a lap. Because yeah, here, I think that if no one sets a time, it will decide the finishers by default, most likely. I want to check again though, just in case. No, it's not like that. Like, this one got 2nd. It's just that that's the one that cannot even get 2nd. Like, I will need her to get 3rd. But will it be the case? Okay, I'm gonna do one more try and then I will actually seriously try to win. Okay. This one is the good one then. But yeah, I feel like this is such a stupid challenge because these are very slow cars for such a long ass track like this one. And making it in the middle of the rain is even more sadistic, you know. It is a shame though, because if she was second place and I had one more point, like, that would be a win. I guess we cannot have that. And I'm pretty sure also if you select retire, even if you set a lap time, it will still count as DNF, so it's still last place. So you gotta do the 3 laps whether you like it or not. And I don't like it, of course, but it is what it is. Yeah, I guess that's well, that's something I should start doing, by the way. Like, if I see that I have a guaranteed victory in a tournament, might as well try to retire on the last one. And in races, assuming that they try to simulate the result, like, it's even better, because usually the guys that are in a good position in the tournament never get good points. Here it's an exception because it's a time attack, so wherever they start doesn't really matter. So in terms of lap time, I'm not sure if this is faster than Sarah that is right in front of me. Because we've been at this same distance since the beginning, so... Okay, it was better, slightly better, but better nonetheless. See, like, that off track does not matter. And in fact, even if I cannot set another time, it still wouldn't matter, because, like, I just need to get a couple of points to guarantee a victory, so even like in the worst case scenario, let's say that it becomes a 6th place, I still will win. I think that they went a little bit far with this event. Very unnecessarily long. Oh well. This corner is still so fucked up. But I cannot tell if this is supposed to... Oh shit. If this is supposed to be the reverse version or the straight version. I thought that the opposite of this one was the straight version, but now I'm not so sure. As Grid seems like uses the reverse versions of tracks very interchangeably. So at some point you kinda don't know which one is which. So another comment I have to say about the graphics of the game, the effect of the water that you spray from your tires, I think it's pretty well done. I don't know if it's necessarily realistic. In fact, I think it probably isn't. If it was realistic, I think it will spray a lot higher. But the thing is that that doesn't matter because it still looks nice. Especially when the rain is this strong. I think the water spray that you generate behind you is like way higher. Way higher, and I mean way bigger. Though what also happens when it's raining like this is that the car is extremely hard to handle normally. In this game it doesn't really matter. Like at most what happens in this situation is that your chances of oversteering in a corner are higher, but the car still pretty much handles normally. If this was real life, the car will be extremely hard to handle. Well, to the point that you could even barely call it handling. It is more like the car is handling you. Or rather, I guess the rain is handling you. Only because of 1 point in the championship I needed to fully complete this. I could have saved myself these 7 minutes if I... Well, actually, if in Sepang instead of 3rd place I got 2nd. That being said, I don't know if I was capable of doing that. Oh, I actually got 2nd. Then someone beat my time, and who was it? Oh, Adi Rao. Well, doesn't matter because I still win, obviously. But the snipe at the end, pretty funny. Alright, but I win, which is what matters. Okay, yeah, that one took a while, but mostly because of Okutama. The other events were not that long. So, Night Cup, also 4 events. So yeah, I think that every category is getting their 4 events, tournaments and shit. I mean, sure. Paseo de Marti. Okay, I don't know that one. That one actually does not ring a bell.
Pretty good, Alex. The opening race is always something of a... Okay, sorry. We are about to
You just interrupt her, like, no, fuck whatever you have to say. The race is about to start.
Low visibility, even with the lights. So keep your eyes on the track signs. You'll be fine.
No, don't worry about it. The visibility on the track is fine. Like, if anything, this just tells me how you didn't play Need for Speed Shift 2. Like, if you want bad visibility on night, that's the game you gotta play. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. Like, bad visibility as in it's hard to see, not that it's badly done. In fact, it's very well done. I wish more games had that.
Push them over the edge here.
Yeah, that really is one of those things that sets Shift 2 apart from the rest. Like, it really is outstanding. Okay, I'm kinda struggling to do the corners. Not because of the visibility, mind you. Just that the corners are hard. This should be a restart though.
And here we are for the first round, Kristen. How you feeling about this? And I've just been told the race is seconds away from lights out.
Oh yeah, I just... Well, lights out my ass. More like green light.
Alright, nice night for a race. But keep your eyes on the road.
You know that in competitions like in Formula 1, they do have the whole lights out to signify the start of the race. Basically, you get the red lights, and at some point the red lights go off, and that's when the drivers start. But yeah, not here. Here they start with green lights, so... You will be lying, Mr. Commentators. There are no lights out. Okay. At least this time I didn't spin, but... This is a hard track. Well, so far, honestly, the Cuba tracks have been very hard to drive on. Wait, this is a very long straight. Okay, no problem. And that was surprisingly a clean overtake. By some... no way. Damn, I thought that my aiming was perfect there. Like, I was gonna do that corner as fast as it possibly could have been, but no. Didn't happen. And this guy overtook. Well, there are still 2 more laps, so... Not a problem. Pretty awkward to see this car reach top speed and just have the exhaust make all those explosions. I guess that just means that the car's acceleration is superb, right? So if it reaches that quickly top speed. In tracks that have long straights like this, well, it could be an issue if the other cars had a higher top speed. They don't really seem to. Fuck me. Okay, this corner is fucking me over pretty badly. I don't know why. Well, I mean, it's a sharp corner, but come on, dude. It's not like it's the first sharp corner I do. Yeah, I keep doing it wrong. At least that guy Ethan Coate, despite how many times I mess up and how many times he's overtaking me, he's still pretty close, all things considered. Yeah, this is not an easy track. And pretty treacherous too.
Last lap, so hold the lead through to the end now.
See, this corner is way sharper and I don't struggle as much as this one. I guess it's because it's super narrow. No, it's this one. The one that... Wait, did I pop my tire? I feel like I did. Did I? No, I didn't. Well, that's a shame because, yeah, that costed me the whole thing. Well, okay, and that guy just... Don't know if he popped a tire or something happened there. Well, unfortunately, I will lose the lead, considering that these are 4 races anyways. It doesn't really matter. I will have like winning it, you know. I guess it cannot happen. I'll at least get a podium finish, it's something. I also kinda wanted to test that whole thing where, like on the last race, I can retire if I have enough points to have a guaranteed victory. But if I end up with results like this, it might not happen. It's a third place, not bad. I mean, especially after the accident that I had. Like, it's a very fucked up track, dude. I tried. So we're going to Sepang. Wait, Sepang at night? Will that be an issue? Oh, and with rain, okay.
Watching this race as it's nearly time for the... Sorry, race control are about to get this underway.
It looks like you're in for a tougher race in the wet. Don't expect it to dry up anytime soon.
What did you say? I don't know what you say, but... At least the nice thing is that it seems like the weather conditions, well, the weather conditions and the time of the day is something that you can fully set, because we already seen this version of the track at daytime and without rain, and here we see the absolute opposite, right? So that's nice. Okay. Who is the one that is in front of this group? Is that the third or the second place? No, it's the second place, I think. Yeah, okay. I was pushed out of the track, okay? Those penalties might be an issue. Indeed. We will see. If you say don't get taken out, I mean, so far none of these nemesis even tried doing that. And if they tried, they did a pretty bad show at it. Yeah, I'm struggling here pretty badly. Okay. Was that my teammate? Bro, you took me out. I'm your teammate. Why do you do that? This has to be a reset, though, guys. If on top of the bad position I have to deal with a penalty, that's not happening. Yeah, this is a little bit of a torture to do. Like, in this track and with rain, I am struggling a little bit. I think that even if there was no rain, I probably would still struggle. I was braking with so much anticipation and I still almost didn't make the corner. Well, in fact, I did it quite badly. You gotta do this corner super slowly. I guess that's my issue. Like, I'm trying to do this very fast, but that's gonna end up taking you out of the track. And I'm pretty sure that everyone else is doing all these corners very slowly. I guess the problem starts when I'm driving on my own and I don't have any reference to follow.
Hang on to lap 2. You're keeping up with the pace.
The first place we can fully say goodbye to him. Because we ain't reaching him. There is no way. The second one I think I should. He seems to have a better pace than me, but I can fix that. I don't know, it seems like it's a 50-50 whether I can reach the second place or no.
Third lap, just 2 positions to take.
I think that right now I can confirm that I won't take the second place. I will not make my pace any better than this. Well, not to mention that I also think he's making his pace better on top of it. So yeah, an attempt was made, I guess. So even if my pace is not good here, you look at the guys behind, it's not like they are particularly being stopped by me, so it's not like I'm doing way worse than everyone else. I'm just doing way worse than the second and first, so yeah, sometimes you just gotta accept that they are superior, you know? Wait a second. Actually, I'm in second place? Really? How? Well, I'm surprised. Okay. Well, that's a problem. Well, it's not a problem because there are still 2 more races, but I guess I cannot test my theory of retiring on the last one at this rate. We will see. I mean, if I can win this one and that Sean guy doesn't get a good position, maybe I should be able to test it. But that's a very big if I win this one. Yeah, I don't know how especially, so this version of Shanghai, I'm not sure which one it is. I mean, it's not the one with the bridge. But that's a pretty cool... It's a pretty cool section, like... that circular looking thing. This one is more like a highway track. Oh, I overtook everyone from the outside. Well, everyone except the leader. That doesn't matter. I'll change that in a bit. The noise in the tunnel. Though here they definitely made the sound a lot more quiet. Especially in a tunnel, like you're gonna hear it different, but you're most likely gonna hear it way louder since the noise is gonna constantly bounce off the closed walls. I guess here they didn't do that because otherwise it will destroy your eardrums, wouldn't it? Probably. Well, there are many sound options that I could tweak, and I really didn't. But that was bad. You essentially, first of all, can like pick an audio preset that you can choose between something like TV, surround sound, or headphones. I selected headphones because that's what I'm wearing. And then you can also set the dynamic range of the sound, which I think mostly is about how much difference there is between the loudest sounds and the most quiet sounds. So I set it to low, because if I set it to anything else, I think it's just very quiet. But maybe that's what I need to make the tunnel sound more realistic. Like if I set the dynamic range too high, maybe when you are here it's gonna sound very loud. You see, right here you can tell that they just decrease the volume. It might be because of that option, or maybe not, maybe it's something that I could test right now. I could just pause and set the dynamic range too high. I guess I could, couldn't I? I mean, especially because this will be a very good place to test it. Alright, let me change it. It's in options, audio, and here dynamic range in high. I wanna see how it sounds. Maybe it's not gonna make any difference. But I think the fire from the exhaust sounds louder. The engine might be kinda louder too. I don't think I noticed any substantial difference. Well, it might also be that with the headphones option it doesn't change much. I mean, that's what I'm using, you know? I don't think that the other ones will sound better, but this is the real test. No, it still sounds very quiet in the tunnel. But dude, that's like the opposite that has to happen when you go through a tunnel. When you go through a tunnel, the noise becomes way louder because it doesn't have many places to extend to. So it's like everything happens right there, you know? I cannot really say which one I prefer, because again, I don't notice much of a difference in the first place. I don't know. Alright, this also doesn't guarantee a victory, but I don't think Sean is gonna win the next race, which means that I will be guaranteed if I you know, forfeit the race.
And we're heading into the final round now, where it'll all be decided. And I've just been told the race is seconds away from lights.
Though, let me pick the sound back in low dynamic range, I guess. It doesn't seem like there's that much of a difference, really.
Good luck.
Again, it's probably more noticeable if you pick anything other than headphones as the preset option, but I don't know. Also, by the way, something that I didn't mention, but I really like the previous track. I don't know if I should say it, but I think it's my favorite track in the game so far. Like that Shanghai one in the highway. Not to mention that in a game like this, it's not very common to have highway tracks like that. Well, in fact, that's the thing. It's all about that, the fact that they are not common. If this instead was Need for Speed Underground 2, well, yeah, highway tracks are very common, but not in this game, so that I think makes it twice as valuable. Also, yeah, here I could easily retire and still win, but I kinda wanna do this track because I don't think I did this particular version of the track before at night time. So I just kinda wanna do it, you know? Like I kinda wanna play the game. Quite a revelation indeed. But yeah, I do.
Right on to lap 2. You've got 2 cars in front.
I don't think I'm reaching the guy that is in the lead though. He seems to be kinda gone. Pretty gone. And especially in a track like this, I don't think I can make my pace faster. I'll try. Pretty hard. Yeah, and I even got a penalty. Well, so even if I manage to reach him, it's possible that I don't even get the first place. Well, the thing is that at that point, overtaking is more of a satisfaction thing, like rather than actually getting the game to acknowledge your win. You just care about the fact that you were faster than him. As you can see, that doesn't seem to be the case, and I'm not going slow. Like the third place, look at how far it is right now. It's just that he's going extremely fast.
Get that lead. This is the final lap, my friend.
I don't think I will get the lead. So why do you care about me getting the lead? Even ending in last place in this race gives me the championship victory, so come on, dude. Don't be picky. Besides, one thing, like, remember what I told you that the touring car felt very hard to drive after using that Ferrari in the GT category, right? Well, the thing is that applies to all of these cars, like this Mustang as well. Well, in the case of these muscle cars, it makes sense, but like the other one that was in the tuning category, it also feels that way. And I'm not sure which one the other one was. The stock car. Well, stock car and this is almost the same shit. You know? In fact, I don't even know why it's a split. I don't remember what was the name of this category, but isn't this supposed to be the muscle car category? So if it is the muscle car category, I don't think it's a smart idea to separate it from stock, especially when stock is pretty much just a way to say NASCAR. So yeah, I got 5th place, then 4 seconds of penalty. Holy shit. It's a little bit too much, don't you think? Well, I still obviously won, but yeah. A little bit of an exaggerated penalty. Especially since I didn't even gain that much of an advantage, you know. Oh, this one was supposed to be GT, really? Okay. So, high speed. Team, okay, so we're going with... These are LMP, aren't they? Either pick the Cadillac or the Acura. I think I prefer this one, personally. I do like the color of this thing, but I don't know if I like the shape. I'll get this one. Okay. Oh, and it's... Wait, hold up. Why will you make the first, you know, encounter with an LMP an oval race? These guys do not race in ovals. Hey, come on, dude. You know what? The whole point of LMPs is to drive usually in technical circuits, not in ovals. That's pretty surprising. I mean, I get that the name of the event is high speed or something, but yeah, like, this is not fitting for what these cars normally do, you know. Now, how would I even fare in an oval like this? Okay, that guy got murdered. Okay, how would I fare in an oval like this without a quali, I wonder. It's only 3 laps, and it's not like I can do much to go faster than this.
You're on pace. Make some gains in lap 2.
Because yeah, there is slipstream and all of that, but I don't think the slipstream can do much. Also, yet again, like in... Ah, fuck, wow, that was pretty close. Like in the previous game that also had Indianapolis, I'm pretty sure the corners are not well done. Like Indianapolis corners here are, I'm pretty sure, way sharper. Like, you should not be able to do this at full speed. Like, there is no way. You know? I think fourth place is the best that I can get here. I'll take it, a little bit underwhelming for my oval debut in this game. But then again, as I say, like, already seeing these cars in oval doesn't make any sense. It's like whoever, you know, made this event didn't know shit about cars. It's possible. That's gonna be a pretty bad 5th place, but look, as long as the next races are also not ovals, it should be fine. Well, then again, do you have 3 ovals? I mean, you could, but no, okay. You actually have a real track.
This is the Crescent Valley Raceway, but today is home of the...
Crescent Valley Raceway.
Good luck, my friend.
Well, it's also meant to be an oval, it's just that it's the non-oval version. Or rather the hybrid oval version, also known as Roval. Road Oval. I remember this track from the previous game.
I think you've hit them one too many times.
I don't think it's that I hit him too many times, I think that I hit him too hard. That was the issue. Yeah, okay, that was a penalty. So I'm really struggling here to keep up with the other guys. It's not easy.
Okay, Let's go. You've got this.
I don't know. It's not looking like I do. Oof. I also find that it's weird the way they made this car pretty much reach top speed so quickly. I know that LMPs have super good acceleration and all that, but isn't this a little bit exaggerated? Oh really? God damn it. This one I probably should restart. It's just that I'm not really fond of restarting right now, but especially at the speed that they issued that penalty, that probably is another 5 seconds penalty. So if I want to not get hurt by it, I need to, well, not only get the first place, but also, you know, remain in first for a while. I can definitely overtake this guy. Also, this thing has, I guess it's something that you can easily see, but it has an insane amount of downforce. Like, it steers extremely well, even scaringly well. So I don't remember what was the corner where the game told me that I cut. This one, right? I think it was this one. Can I blame the sun that it kinda blocked my eyes? Okay, or maybe it was that one then. Yeah, at this point I'm gonna get a whole minute of penalty. Also, I think that guy tried to take me down there and ended up going out himself. Or maybe that was just my head cannon, I don't know. Okay, that was bad. The penalties will definitely make sure that at the very least I end in third place. Third place is probably the best I can do here. But that's the thing. It could be worse, because if it's 5 seconds, I think the third place, or rather the fourth place, is not that far away. So this is fun. Okay, and especially after that, unfortunately, that has to be a restart. I'm not a fan of the idea, but like, it was unrecoverable by then if you also add the penalty to that, so unfortunately will have to be a restart. God damn it. It's pretty hard to calculate corners with a car like this. Yes, it has an amazing handling and all of that, but that's precisely what makes it so the competition asks you for more, and it's hard to give it more without going off track. Yeah, let's try at least this time, regardless of if I can get in the lead or whatever. Let's try not to get penalties. You already know which corners you apparently cannot avoid getting a penalty on, so just try to do better on those. Yeah, like this set of corners are the cursed ones. They don't fall for the cut. Okay, that works.
Good start. Hold the lead.
Well, the issue of holding the lead is I have no reference, so I could easily just go off track like I did on the last lap of the previous attempt. See, like, this is not easy to calculate. Like, right there I used the brakes where I did because I knew that if I did it any later I would have gone off again, but all these corners are hard to calculate. I try my best though. Hope that my best is enough. Like, I'm mostly going off memory right now. Like, if I just look at this and try to react on the spot, I'm most likely going off track. Speaking of off track, that almost was a penalty again. Okay, I did that corner pretty well. Now, can you give me one more of those? We'll appreciate it.
Last lap, so hold the lead through to the end now.
It's pretty clear that the podium here is doing much better than anyone else. Oof. Yet again with that. Okay, at least this time I only went to the asphalt, so the recovery was not bad. It's as I say, calculating when to brake in a track like this and with a car like this is very hard. Not easy at all. But it's still pretty fun too. When you get it right, it feels very good. Because you just feel fast, right? You feel very, very fast. And also, speaking of feeling fast, I guess I also am being fast, because look at the distance between me and second place. Yeah, maybe the guys at the podium had an accident or something, as they were certainly dominating the other guys, but not now. So I don't know what happened, they're pretty weird. Okay, so what's next? Man, you really like Kokutama, don't you?
And we're heading into the final round now, where it'll all be decided.
Yeah, it's a problem, because it's a messed up track. So if it already was hard for me to calculate in the previous one, it's gonna be even worse in this one. I mean, I already struggle in this track using normal cars, so using this thing is something else. To mention good luck with overtaking here. Like on top of that, when you're in this section of the... On this section of the track, it's so hard to overtake. Okay, and this is pretty bad, I guess. I don't think I'm recording the position here. Though, interestingly enough, I wonder if I retire what my final result is gonna be. I don't have a very convincing tournament lead though. Like, I am ahead by 10 points. Just that the top guys are not gonna get in a good position either, so... Might be able to win even if I retire. Though you know that right now, it's not like retiring has a very different effect than finishing the race. We will see though. If you get a penalty, as you can see, I end up still winning the championship. Here it's as I say, it wouldn't have mattered anyways, because that probably would have been my result if I finished the race. So yeah, pretty funny. That's a win. A very stupid win, but a win nonetheless. It's a shame because I like using this car, but Okutama is on a different level. Oh, there's also this random ass thing that got unlocked. I guess I could play this one now. With Classic Touring. The Classic. It's a single race though, so you need to win it. Well, I think all the invitationals are single. It's the classic BMW that everyone loves. Well, plus an Alfa Romeo as an opponent, and well, some other guys. I like the way the rear lights look, like with those squares. Those are cool effect. Now the question is, without qualifying, can I win this? Maybe not. Okay, interesting way to defend. I mean, the leader doesn't look that far, but... Oh wait, it's only 2 laps, really? Well, in that case, I don't think I'm winning. If it was 3, probably, but... With only 2, it's probably not gonna be a victory. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. I'll try though, but I think I need to qualify if I wanna win this. It's only between you and me, Mr. Leader. He's using a Ford. Is that the Ford Escort? Maybe. Sorry. Okay, I ended up getting the lead. So now I just gotta keep it. Not that big of a deal, right? Surely. Ooh, that was almost a penalty. So it's interesting that when you are in last place, they penalize you monetarily. I don't know if it's because it was last place or when do they do a monetary penalty, but isn't that a little bit too much? Like, if you cut the track, it shouldn't be a monetary penalty, it should just be on the track. It should be monetary if you hit someone, but that sort of thing doesn't get penalized, so it's not like it matters. Yeah, a little bit odd. Right, that works. Though now that I think about it, what if some of these invitationals get unlocked by winning in a specific track? Because if that's the case, a lot of these non-wins I'm doing will be a problem. Well, this one got also unlocked. It's also classic touring, but I think this time I'm the one using the Ford, right?
For those making their way to the stands here and just settling in for the event, Kristen, what do they
find? I don't know if this one is... No, actually, wasn't it? Well, I don't know.
Have a good race.
I don't know if it is a... Because there was a Ford called Ford Victoria. I think that's this one. It's not the Escort. Right? Isn't it called Ford Crown Victoria? Isn't that this model? I think it might be. Where are you going? You're not supposed to drive on only 2 wheels. It's a bad practice. Also, something that I checked yesterday when I was looking at the VOD is the fact that my camera blocks those objectives that I don't even know what they are, but I don't think they are important enough to matter anyway, so it's probably fine. What's not fine is my distance with the leader here. I think I need to do a lot better if I wanna reach him, and there's only 2 laps here like in the previous one, so you don't have that much time to reach him.
Final lap. Aim to break into the top 3.
No, oh well, actually maybe yes. I think the objective was top 3, but I don't care, I wanna win. That's the thing, the second place looks possible, but the first one does not look possible. Especially if these guys keep getting in the way. Yeah, no, I don't think it's happening. I'll try though. Because if it is happening, it will be a pretty nice win. I mean, it's very close, but... Here it's just a straight line until the end. No, there are a couple more corners. Not that many. And that was actually the last one. Well, that's a shame. That ain't a win.
Kristen, the Grid World Series
I probably should try a quali. Yeah, like this one might need a quali. I'll do one more try though without quali and see how it works, but... No, this one without qual is not happening. Like, in a track like this, these guys are slowing me down way too much. Because I really didn't want a quali, but I guess I will have to. Damn it. I guess you just gotta be extremely aggressive so they don't end up taking time off of your lap time. That's the main issue. This guy's being in front of you. Okay, so here my only obstacle is this guy. And I have more than one lap remaining. So here, if I cannot reach him, well, obviously it's a skill issue, but I mean that that will be pretty bad.
Last lap, let's push up to the top.
See, here I don't have the excuse that I'm being slowed down. I mean, I could say that they slow me down on the first lap, yes, but well, you have a full lap to get to this other one. I did that corner so badly. Fuck. That was a penalty. Alright. But we will see, maybe. It's just that I think that the minimum of those penalties is 2 seconds. And if it's 2 seconds, there is no way I can get ahead of this guy by 2 seconds. It's not happening. I'll try though. Well, there's not much to try here. There's only one more corner. You know, if it's a well, even if it's a 1 second penalty, I still lose. Yeah. That sucks. Alright. In that case, I will have to qualify, I guess. It's not beatable. If I waste that much time on the first lap, I cannot do much. Well, without the penalty, I would have won, yeah, but I think that without doing that corner the way I did, I wouldn't have gotten it anyway, so you know, it will be quality time. I'm not a fan of doing this, but I'm not a fan of also retrying something over and over and not winning. So I'll do this instead. Now, what position this is gonna end up getting me, I don't know. It should be better than 14th, I want to believe. Yeah, it's most likely not gonna be pole position, but I think that I will, like, it's probably gonna be 5th place. I will bet 5th place. At least the good thing is that you are allowed to qualify. Though in these invitational events that are kinda more like challenges, I think it will be more fitting if you were not allowed to qualify. But, I mean, I'll take it. Not pole position. Okay, 3rd place is very good. Alright. In that case, this should be pretty much a guaranteed victory. Like, without a doubt, it should be. In fact, I probably will take the 1st place on the 1st corner. Shame that it will make the rest of the race pretty lame, but I mean, it was either that or not winning. So yeah. I guess here the real question is how right I was how right I was about the competitors heavily slowing me down. If that's true, you gotta build a very big advantage right here. Otherwise, you will be full of shit, and that will be bad. Yeah, I'll build an advantage. I'll show you how much better I can do when I'm not being annoyed. Okay, you can already see the advantage. Well, it's also true that I also did more laps with this thing, so it's only natural that I'm more used to it now. Yeah, look at that big gap. Doesn't that look wonderful? I mean, it is possible if I gave it 2 or 3 more tries without quali, I probably would have won, but I kinda depend on RNG, or like of the CPU's behavior, if they block me or not. So I'm not a fan of that. Not to mention that in the last attempt that I did, that I got the penalty, like there I was in second by, like I was in second before the first lap even finished, and I still was not able to win. So with something like that, made me think that I really needed more drastic measures. And the drastic measures here are, well, it's just doing quali. That's how drastic it is. Yeah, this will be a very convincing victory with a nice advantage. I think that this is a 2-second advantage, right? Probably. Yeah, it looks like 2 seconds ahead. No, well, almost 3 seconds. Nice. It's what I mean. When these assholes don't get in your way, you can do very nice things. And that's what I did here. Okay. Give it to me. Oh, and I unlock another classic touring in Silverstone, and this time with the Alfa Romeo. So we ended up using all of the cars. Oh, and I also like the way that livery looks. Pretty fancy with the name of the brand and everything.
Looks like the weather won't get any better for the duration.
These are 4 laps. Though maybe this version of Silverstone is also short. There's also rain. Gotta be careful either way. Not a fan of qualifying in this one too. I think it might also be needed. Because I'm seeing that otherwise it's...
Going into lap 2.
This version of Silverstone seems to be mostly about straights. So... I don't think that you can do much to... yeah, in corners like this is where you can get the advantage, but outside of that it's just a straight line. And the leader is quite ahead. Yeah, I did that pretty badly. That's also the issue, that if in the few corners you have, you actually lose speed instead of gaining it, yeah. But lose speed, I mean lose time, waste time. Well, there are still 2 more laps, but...
Right, third lap. You're doing well. Keep it going.
I mean, I appreciate the encouragement, but I don't know if I should say that. It feels like the leader is at the same distance as last lap, isn't he? I mean, maybe not, and I'm just being pessimistic. But, you know, I mean, he does look to be at the same distance. You gotta be careful with this corner. Well, ironically, that wasn't a bad way of doing it. Well, it was bad, yes, but it wasn't slow. It was fast. And the leader is clearly closer now, okay. So... on the 2 corners that remain, can you actually get that guy?
Right, you're on the final lap. Push to the front.
It's, I mean, I will get the 2nd place for sure, but the 1st place... I don't know, like it will have to be a very aggressive dive on for me to overtake this guy on the final corner. And I will do it, of course, but I don't know if it will backfire. Okay, it didn't backfire. Yeah, no problem. Well, I say the final corner, but it's 2 corners. It's just that in Silverstone, those 2 final corners are kinda like the same one, you know? It's hard to separate one from the other. Okay. Well, that worked out well. Good shit. Nice. But I think that might have been the last one of the classic touring events. But I like it. Also, I've been 25, my level color changed to green. Which, sure. But yeah, I don't think I care enough about that. So that was the last one. So to unlock the Nets Invitational, you gotta complete International GT Series GT Group 2. So yeah, progress, basically. Oh, Night Endurance, and this is a single race. Okay. No, but why does it have to be on Okutama, dude? Why?
The night blossoms are abloom here in Okutama, but we're ready for the
Oh, fuck this track, dude. I think I will need to quali on this one. Because it's a single race, so you need to win.
This is a long race, so keep focused.
Well, you say that it's a long race, but you know that we had a time attack right here in this same circuit with way slower cars while it was raining, and it was 3 laps. So yes, I know 3 is smaller than 4, sure, but like you could arguably say that it was just as long since the cars were way slower than these ones. It's 4 laps, so you do have a lot of time to reach the leader, but the issue is not that. The issue is you surviving on a track like this. I guess seeing that they call this event endurance, I guess it's kinda confirmed that unlike the previous game, there are no endurances as a separate type of event. It's essentially just a long race. Well, I mean, that's what an endurance is. I mean, in the game it doesn't have any other implications, it seems. Alright, I'm pretty close to the leader right now. And it's still the first lap, so I guess at least pace-wise I'm not doing badly. But as I said before, the issue is not that, the issue is surviving. This is a hard track. And having to do 4 laps in a row without messing up will be a problem. The lead, I actually got it pretty much when the lap count was changing to 2. I think I did pretty well. I don't know how hard it's gonna be to defend the lead though. This is not a... ironically in this game, since in most cases I either don't win or I overtake the leader right at the end, there are not many situations where I actually get to defend the lead, you know? So I'm not really used to defend the lead in this game. Then again, not like there's anything out of the ordinary about it. You just drive normally and try to block in case someone got in a better position. Well, by better position I mean that they were in a place where they can overtake. Right. So it seems that I caused quite a commotion behind, because I separated from them, but I don't think I did that for being faster. I think I did that for forcing them to brake in a brutal way. So don't worry, you will see them right on my ass in no time. Most likely in that section before the bridge, that's where the guys behind me will get super close to me. Ultra close.
You're halfway through the race.
Yeah, we're actually halfway through the race. We survived half of it. We should feel proud. Not to mention that every time I make it to these corners, it saturates the brakes so much. It's because otherwise I can just picture myself going right against the mountain. Also, remember that place, that like the bridge. Like in the previous game, if I hit that super fast, I will end up losing my tires, which was pretty funny. I don't want the same thing to happen here, but knowing just how immortal this like cars are in this game, I don't think I should have an issue. Okay, so it seems that the guys start bottling up in that corner there. Like it's the same thing that happened last time. Though at this point I'm not sure if it's because of me. Because they were close to me, but I don't think they were that close for you to blame me, right? Maybe they were that close. Who knows? Well, who knows? I mean, if I look at the VOD, I guess I could easily tell. And you can easily tell if you're looking at the minimap. All that advantage means nothing, basically.
Listen up. Hold the lead. Last
I'll try, but just know that especially in this track it's not easy. I try my best, I swear. Oh, now that I think about it, did Okutama at nighttime even exist in the previous games? I feel like it probably did, but I don't remember. Well, in the first one definitely not. I don't remember the second one and in Autosport if they had this track at nighttime. I will guess they did. I just don't remember seeing it. Mostly because I'm seeing it right now at nighttime and it feels new. Well, the track itself does not feel new. I mean that looking at it, like the feel I get when I look at the surroundings feels new. But obviously the layout is pretty familiar indeed. Okay, that's the second time they do that. And yes, I think it's because of me. I don't know exactly why that happens in that corner and not in any of the other ones. Like, what's so different about that one? I don't know. And I don't care, because I will win this one unless I somehow fuck up the final chicane. Well, and then there is a corner afterwards, but the corner afterwards should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. Whew. Well, I wouldn't say that that was hard, but it was intense, I guess. Something that I gotta say that is a breath of fresh air is seeing my teammate not sucking balls. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that went well. So, I guess we can do one more, right? What's this? So it's 3 races with the pickup trucks. Okay, this might be a problem actually. See, having this as the final event for the day is a bad idea. At least being 3 races means that you're most likely gonna win by points even if you cannot win a single race. But yeah, it's still pretty dangerous. Well, I guess it's poetic. We finish in the same way we started, I guess. The first event today was also a pickup truck event, though obviously way harder because it was a single race. And that one took me like almost 20 minutes to beat. Alright. Can you slow me down more? It seems that you're not slowing me down enough. These guys are slowing me down way too much. I guess the best thing I can do here is just try overtaking from the outside. You see, there's not enough room in the inside. Well, here there kinda is. That's fine. Though one thing that these trucks are hard to handle. Like they are very messed up on the corner. It's like they oversteer a lot. Well, these are short laps.
Right on to lap 2. You're keeping up with the pace.
Am I keeping up with the pace? I don't know about that. Are you sure? Or rather, with which pace am I keeping up? Doesn't look like it's the guys ahead of me though. If you mean that I'm keeping up with the pace of the slow cars, yeah, I am. Doing that well enough. And though the guy behind me is going quite fast. I don't think I can do a better result than this though.
We're on the last lap. Let's make up some ground.
Until what? Don't know what you say. But I'm pretty sad that the best I can do here is a 7th place. Pretty sad. That's fine though, don't worry, the inverted grid will make sure that we're gonna do better. But yeah, these cars are the... Well, again, they are not cars, they are pickup trucks, but these are the hardest ones to handle so far. They have been... Yeah, that... I will use words to emphasize just how, you know, annoying it is, but
Kristen,
yeah.
a pleasure as always to be in your company. And
And
if you didn't know Kristen okay.
Well, and the problem here is that doing it on this track might be even worse. It's a hard one. Well, I'm not happy with my current performance either, so what? I'm not crying about it. Well, kinda I am, but at least I'm still going.
Listen up, let's rein it in. You push them over the edge here.
They are free to push me over the edge. If they can. Which they probably can't. These are very fast corners, surprisingly. I guess this variant of Cuba has mostly fast corners, with the exception of that one, I guess. The rest are very fast corners. If I could get a win, that would be huge. I guess those 25 points will most likely give me the lead of the tournament. Okay. Oof. I mean, the corner exits with this thing are a torture. Okay. Assuming I don't mess up, and that's a pretty strong assumption, this might be a win. Just keep in mind that all of these corners here are fast. Yeah, they are fast corners, but not that fast. Damn it. They are certainly faster than the average in this location. That's something that I saw, that the majority of Cuba's variants in this game are very slow corners. Here, there are not that many of those. It's mostly fast corners. Okay, one more of this. Well, in fact, dive bomb here and you get the lead easily. Oof, close. Well, not like it was the final lap anyway, so even if he recover the lead, I will just need to take it back.
Last lap, so hold the lead through to the end now.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, with this should be already a big enough advantage for the final race to not need a super good result or anything like that. Oof. Careful with those bumps. I guess, well, I wouldn't say that I'm just doing super better in a track like this. I think it's simply that the AI is slower than it was in Barcelona. I don't think I'm doing way better than previous race. Well, regardless of the reason, I'll take it. Okay. So, in terms of points, it's not an impressive lead. In fact, it's... Well, it's a lead, at least. But yeah. The next track is in San Francisco. Well, we will see. I also thought that in Havana things were gonna go badly, and they did, and I won, so they couldn't have gone better. But the thing about San Francisco is that these are pretty narrow streets, so trying to overtake is very annoying. Okay. No need to warn me. He's gonna stay behind, and I won't. Oof, that wasn't good. I like this result already guarantees my victory pretty much. So I don't need anything else. Like, maybe because it's something that I remember that in auto sports was also an issue that well, in auto sports and technically in Grid 2 as well, that every time that I try driving in Barcelona, it seems that I have very bad results. So I think it's maybe just that I suck at those tracks.
Nice work on the first lap. You're in second place.
Because compared to that, you look at this and the previous one, and it looks like I'm so in control, right? Like I really look like I'm controlling the race, but like I didn't do anything different in the first one, you know? Like I did exactly the same in the first one. Well, it could also be because of the inverted grid, but I don't think there is difference between AIs. Because I mean, if there was, Isabella, that is the one that won the first race, wouldn't be in dead last if that AI was superior. So yeah, I guess I should suck at Barcelona, and that's it. That's the... ah, fuck. Okay. Yeah, let's not try sucking at this one too. It's just wild to me the fact that that hit is not enough to cause damage. It really feels like damage is disabled, that it's only visual damage that you see. And I'm pretty sure that's also an option, that you can make the damage only visual, but here it's very clearly made so it's in full damage, as we already saw multiple times, but it does not feel like it. And here not only I'm winning, but it's such a big advantage too, you know? Well, not an insanely big advantage. I mean, compared to how bad my performance was in the first race, you will think that I will not be able to pull something like this off, but no, I do. So I guess it's just that the first race was especially hard. And it's pretty funny, the girl that won the first race ended up in second place, even losing, like getting in last place in the next two. I guess that's just how important it is to win. But yeah, it's still pretty dumb that it works that way. Okay, So with this one, I think I'm gonna close it out for today. How many was I able to use? Because I started here, so essentially was able to do like 13 events, counting the invitationals. It's possible. But yeah, as I say before, my current guess is 1 week to finish this career mode, and then well, more to finish the additional seasons. But I'm pretty sure this is gonna take a week to clear out all those things. But yeah, we will see. In any case, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one and take care.